Hi, my name's Kat. I'm one of the co-founders of Seagulls Reuse in Leeds. We're a social enterprise, basically set up with the idea of being able to take a waste material and turn it into something profitable that can make money for us and others, while also doing good for the environment and good for people.
What are you most proud about?
I'm most proud about the fact that Seagulls was started around a kitchen table by myself and another lady, Kate. Neither of us had any experience in business and no experience within the waste world or social enterprise. And we basically built Seagulls from a kitchen table to a thriving hub of colour and creativity that we have now. It's been a lot of hard work over the years, but we started back in 2001, and over 20 years later, we're still here, recycling paint, repurposing paint, and providing jobs and training opportunities for ourselves and others. I think since Seagulls began, we've diverted 3 million litres of paint away from landfill, which is absolutely amazing. If you were to calculate that amount of carbon that would have generated if it had gone into the waste world, I think it's something like 80 million tonnes of carbon. And if you wanted to reset that carbon, it would be the equivalent of planting about 50 million trees, which to me, that's one of my proudest achievements. And the fact that we're still here, having survived floods and COVID and all sorts that's gone on along the way. So yeah, kitchen table to now, it's brilliant.
How are you making a difference to Yorkshire's circular economy?
So at Seagulls, we divert leftover household paint away from landfill or incineration. So on all of the paint banks, the household waste sites across Leeds, we have large shipping containers that members of the public put their leftover and unwanted paint, and we collect those and we repurpose it, remix it and sell it very cheaply in our paint store. So we're taking what could potentially have been a waste material out of the waste stream, and we're putting it to good use for the benefit of the community.
What has been the main lesson learned so far?
The main lesson I think I've learned is not to pretend that you know everything. You're never going to know everything. And so it's about being honest about what you can do. And in relation to that, making sure that you can find the right support and people around to help you. There's no way that somebody who wants to set up a social enterprise or sort of a community type business would be able to do that without lots of support from different people. So it's about really being honest about what you do and don't know, and not being afraid to say you don't know everything. That would be my main lesson learned so far on Seagulls' journey.
What are your top tips for setting up a circular economy initiative?
My 2 top tips would be treating sort of a social enterprise, which is what we are, as a business, and being very clear about that. So it's about finding for us a material that would have been a waste material, but that we could take out of the waste system, but we needed to know that we'd be able to make money from it. So you have to have sort of a social head brain and a business brain and an environmental brain, really. You need 3 brains to be juggling if you're going to run a circular economy type of business in our view, and that's certainly what we've needed. You need all the different elements to bring together. So one of my top tips would be that you have to really think about it as a business proposition, as well as just doing something good for the environment. And I suppose the other one that I would say, it's really about knowing your market. So there'd have been no point us collecting loads of paint if we didn't have anywhere to take it. So it was really important that we built up the relationship with the council so we could collect the paint, but also a relationship with the customers and general public and households in Leeds so that we'd be able to resell the paint. You need to work in tandem with both of those things. So it's really about knowing your market before you actually decide what material you're going to take out of the waste system.